そういや、設定変えてみるか。言ってたね。ちょっと優位な設定に。レインマンいいけどね、ちょっと変えるか、これ。白スキニー、スリム、スムーズ、スピーディー、ティー。ザ・ブルドーザー。キャプテン、ザ・クローザー、いいね、クローザーもかっこいいね。ザ・クローザー。ザ・キッドにしよう。いいじゃん、いいじゃん、いいじゃん。ルなしにしよう。何これ？あれこれ、何？あ、これか。中リスク中短やめて、
そういえば3を3であとシュート1本で負けた。
あ、マジ？あー、俺も16対20とか16対22とかで負けたわ。あれタイミングによるんやね、シャットダウン。これ低リスク低リターンがやっちゃったっけ？けどタイミングがシュートチャンスにほぼ影響与えんでちょっと嫌やな。ちょっとまあ試してみるか。どれぐらい変わるのか。ああ。ちょっと雑めに。お、入るね。雑めに。ああ、でも早いわかんのか。ほぼって書いてるけど、まあ。いや、あの後俺も15本やろうと思って頑張ったけど、あ、入るね。確かに。あ、でも入らないな。そんなにプレイフィール変わらん気がする。最高やったらちゃんと入るし、ちょっとイージーになるんやったらそれでもいいな。ああ、へえ。ああ、ディープは早い。入る。ディープなのに。あ、へえ。あ、最高じゃなくても入る時があるけど、あ、いいね。いいかもしんない。いや、中リスク中リターンもね、入る時は入るんですよ、全然。少し早いとか。でも入る時は入るんだけど。
そういえば3を3であとシュート1本で負けた。最高じゃなくても入る時がある程度よ。
今のも怪しいタイミングだったけど入った。はい、もう入るね、確かに。ああ、へえ、いいね。これでいくわ。そうか、そうか。それでいくわ。 OK。水入らんわ。そう、入らしてくれん。ドリブル止めちゃったなんか。何それ。なんで止めるの。なんで止めるのこれ。リズムシュートになってる。勝手に右スティックのドリブルあれが。フェイドウェイ。ナイス。いいね。難しいな。難しいな。最高にした方が良さそうやね。最高の成功率は高いな。お、入る。あ、これいいね。入るに越したことはね。20点いけるかも。OK、いっちゃう。けどさ、相当なペースで打たんと、何これが35得点ぐらいで、どうだ、試合から消されてしまったんやな。シュートばっか打ってたら、まあ外したからなんだろうけど、余計。早めに勝負決めると。あと一本、これディープか。ほい。お、初記録や、22は。いい情報だ。 最悪。なん止まるんこれ。なんで止まるんこれ。いいのかな。なんと怖いな、止まりそうで。何？ロールができねえ。できた。ダメだ。
Come on, MP.
じゃあハードル上げて6本連続ね。から試合に行く。3。セットシュートじゃなくて。きつい。寝れんかもしれない。セットシュートでいく。まあでも外すときは外すな。はい、ちょっと入りやすいかなぐらい。もう入りやすくなってるわ。全然
最高は狙っていかないとダメよ。
そうやね、説明文読んだ感じほぼ影響しないって書いてるけど、全然若干だったら結構入ってるんでいいね。気持ちよくプレイできそう。
Hottest team in the land coming through.
そっか。いいね、いいね。決してめっちゃ簡単になるっていう感じじゃないね。もう一回俺個人プレーに走って、俺も十郎さんの偉業を達成するわ。しっかりウォーミングアップして。うわ、かぶった。入るね。
Coming right up, the Lakers taking on the Heat for the Los Angeles. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Andrew Wiggins.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, he is not missing.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with James. Then it's the kid. Then there's Doncic and Hachimura in at the 5 down low. And for Miami, they've got Adebayo. Mitchell is out there with Hero. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Ware. Then at the center, walking down the middle. And as MP told us at the start of the season, he wants to be at the top of his rookie class. seen by everyone as the clear-cut standout. How would you qualify his performance in that regard?
Well, to his credit, he has impressed with his play and lived up to that goal. Seems determined to prove he's on another level. So far, the proof has been pretty plain to see.
Hero passes to Ware. So, Clark, for teams that might be struggling, is it too early to start thinking about personnel movement?
In general, I would say yes, it's too early, Kevin. But if there are real chemistry issues with the team, then you've got to be willing to pull the trigger and make the move.
There's Hero with the three, drains the three-pointer.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
The kid gets the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Adebayo. And stolen by James. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's the kid. And another three for the Lakers. Now Hero. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. And LeBron the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the height that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
The kid, yes, it's James picking up the assist. That's 12 points for the kid.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Adebayo. Beautiful reverse layup.
And he is no stranger to physical basketball. Adebayo has to deal with plenty of contact down low.
Here's the kid. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Wiggins outside. Mitchell in the corner. 1:44 left in the first quarter.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Sinks the triple. 18 points for the kid.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot. But it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Both teams deciding to change it up. .105 left in the first quarter. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Here's the kid. And it's Miami with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And it wasn't a matchup they fared well in last year, as they just couldn't figure this team out.
0-2 for them in this matchup last year. Both teams fighting every second of the way, trying to push into the playoffs in their respective conferences.
The kid gets the bucket.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Lane with the block. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's the kid. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena. Ware's checked in. Bam Adebayo comes in for Kyle Anderson. Andrew Wiggins is checked in for Burks. And Davion Mitchell's subbed in for Tyler Hero. The kid passes to Goodwin. LeBron with it. Good-looking shot from the wing. And the Lakers lead by 12.
LeBron ready to fire, shot it with confidence there.
Duncan Robinson out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Lakers leading by 15. Here's the kid. And the 3 off target. And it's Wiggins with the ball for Miami. At the top of the key, Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Outside Robinson. They need this. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
The kid can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Here's Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
James against Adebayo. James slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
To the wing on the left. Here's Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Puts up a 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The defense should get a talk. They've been getting splashed on all game. And I'm just sitting back watching the show.
And as great as they've... And next up... And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Doncic out there with the kid. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's LeBron with the small forward. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Hero finds Wiggins. free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
A decent free throw shooter is Wiggins, trying to become more than that, though, given how often he gets himself to the line.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Doncic passes to the kid. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 now on the night. The Heat trail by 20. Wiggins outside. Hero against Doncic. There's the triple. Hero, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. When I came into this league...
Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Kyle Anderson is checked in for Miami. Robinson comes in for Tyler Hero. Hachimura is checked.
やべえ。あと何本な。うわ、やべえ。ラスト。
Los Angeles leading by 10. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Alec Burks is out there with Robinson. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
Here's the kid. That 3 off the mark. The Heat shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Pass to Adebayo. Clock at 6. Back to Robinson. From outside the arc. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Adebayo's got 3 assists in the game. To the left wing. Here's the kid. Good. Another from 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Craig is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And the Heat with some changes. Ware's checked in, and Wiggins is subbed in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. They trail by 16. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Tyler Hero. David, what's the news there?
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Heat. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. The next few games will be without him on the court.
And again for three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson, viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14-made threes has been passed here this evening.
So, after a tremendous performance, let's go to center court to hear from MP himself.
Obviously, this isn't something you really prepare for. It's crazy. Setting the record for threes in a game. It takes me back to what it took to get here. All those hours alone in the gym with just my dreams. Now they're coming true. It's because of all the hard work that I put in and also all the hard work that my teammates put in. So thank y'all. And I also want to thank all the three-point shooters from NBA history, the ones that made the shot into the weapon that it's become. Steph, Dame, Ray, Larry. Now you got to add my name to the list. And I'm just getting started. So thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Clearly, Greg, just a dream come true for MP. So it's Miami now. 19-point game. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Pass to the kid. A three ball. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Outside Robinson from the arc. And rebounded by Connect. Connect's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The kid gets the bucket.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Wiggins kicks to Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Robinson's got 6 here in this quarter.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Trains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Lakers. Outside Robinson. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely. Just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just the 2 gamers.
19かな
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony.
なんとかの心ってクエストやった。
ダイナスティの心やったやった。スリーポイント18本や。20はきついわ。なんかダイナスティジャケットなんかあったな。
途中だけど話が面白いよ。
いや、やったそれやったよ。NBA になるまで。
Jokes. When you're as hot as you were tonight, does it feel like you're playing a different game from the other 9 guys on the court?
You want to play free, but if you get caught up in your own stuff, you can kill the game flow, drag yourself and your team out of it, and you're going to hear it from the fans, that's for sure. Michelle.
Do you care how long your record lasts?
この4つの選択肢の中で共感できるのはこれやな。この記録が破られずにいる間はロッカールームの全員のものだ。こういうの言いたいけどね。ファン減るのしゃあない。
Yeah, as long as that record stands, it belongs to me and everyone in that locker room who helped make it possible. And I hope it's never broken because that means that we've done it better than anyone ever. Yeah, thanks, Michelle.
Call the electrician because MP just shot the lights out.
ダイナスティの頃全部終わったと思うんだけど、なんかね、ダンクとかせなあかんやつがあって、それだけ取れてないね。星が残ってる。
Just looked at my phone and MP made how many threes tonight? My guy is crazy.
Daily スリーポイント達成数2位だって1位じゃないんだ。全然2位だよ。まあまあチームの輪を持ちたい。
Way to boost team morale. Well played, him.
good. Let's ball.
All day, baby. Yes. Nice shot. Yes.
Oh yeah, come on, talk it now. Let's go, gear up, we good. Come get it, come get it.
これだぜ。離れまくったらあいつら追ってけえへんぞ。えげつないこと。きつっ。
Let's go, ready.
Come on, MP.
Time to get in some work.
I see you doing work.
What's up, MP?
Win this game so we can go hit the buffet for some chicken wings.
強くあるし、ゆくゆくはね、キーゲームが飛ばしていくようなやつだね。背向けられた。
All right, baby. Let's get down.
How's your dog doing? He's good. Just got out of that puppy stage, so it's nice to have him be a little more chill around the house.
Yeah, I remember my dog was at that stage.
Yeah.
Do you think I'd be a good mascot?
For this team?
Yeah.
In that suit?
Yeah.
In this arena?
Yeah, in this arena, this suit, and for this team.
いけるやん。ホテルとこれってさ、契約って取るやつ取っていったらいいんかな。
So,
行こう。
when's the last time you got your oil changed?
Oh, man, I never really do that. I'm probably like 3,000 miles past due.
Canada, it's
Man, I don't gotta worry about it.
but price
Dad does it for me.
and
That must be nice.
it's beautiful in so many ways. Oh, Canada. You know, I have never been to Maine. Have you?
Furthest I've ever been is New York.
Oh, do you think it would be nice?
Yeah, get on the water. I think it would see.
Right? Yeah, that sounds fun. Isn't that what I said?
あと1試合だけして寝るわ。
Be about
ちょっと間を重んじていく今から。あのマネージャーいいよね。でもダイナスティの心もあいつがいるからやれてるっていうところあるよ。
Make
Hello out there, and get ready for some And as this season starts to unfold, the rookies who have come out of the gates fast. Some first-year guys proving they belong in the NBA. Well, you look at Rizachet. From the jump, he's been an impact player. He's number 4 in the rookie race, and the best part is his career is just getting started.
And he's had a terrific start to his career. He's not quite at the top of the rookie list, but he's been excellent nonetheless.
What's catching my eye right now is the enthusiasm and energy that he keeps playing with. He has waited his whole life for this opportunity, and you can see it in the joy he has.
And now the Los Angeles starters. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's the kid in at the 2 guard. And for Atlanta, Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Rizachet in at the 3. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
And LeBron's still a force inside. Size, athleticism, it's all still there.
Pass to Rizachet. To the paint. Here's Young. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Hachimura with the ball. Now Okongwu defending. Hachimura outside. Over to the wing. Here's the kid. Drills it from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. It's a 5-point game. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Here's Rizachet. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Milwaukee. Daniels, that one's true.
Showing the range and competitiveness is answered by Daniels.
And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right? B.A. just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare, just think when he gets his confidence.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the score by Los Angeles. Pass to Rizachet. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Connects from downtown. The kid's got 6.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Young. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Picked up by Okongwu. And he lobs it up top. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
Doncic against Young. Doncic passes to the kid. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. The kid's shot is off.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Daniels. Doncic against Young. Picked up by Okongwu. Young misses.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Here's James. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And the sustained greatness of LeBron James, just something when you take a step back, you really marvel at. You truly have been witnesses to something special.
And he gets the bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Finney-Smith. James deciding where to go with it. And here's Reeves outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Pass to the kid from behind the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting. And tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And they've been quite the story in the NBA this season. Stringing together 22 wins in a row and looking for more.
So few teams in the history of the NBA have ever put a streak like this together. So it's really impressive. My prediction, the streak continues.
Up in time.
Buzzer! Count it! Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. Then it's Rizachet, then it's Larry Nance, and it's LeVert in at the 1. So that's the Hawks 5. Here's Rizachet. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
The Lakers lead by 13. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Greg.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
The kid passes to Vincent. Here's the kid. There's the 3. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. There's a screen. Connect. And again, it's the Lakers.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Nance outside. That shot missing. Los Angeles leading by 16. Vincent passes to Hachimura. To the inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. So both teams changing it up here. The Los Angeles Lakers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break. Then back to the action.
Thanks for tuning in. Swerving off topic for a moment. I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot dog.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Lakers.
When you take care of the boards.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then it's Luka Doncic, then it's Rui Hachimura, and it's the kid in at the shooting guard position. Looking at lineups around the league, Graham, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Inside, here's Daniels. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Los Angeles leading by 11. Pass to the kid. Now here's Doncic. He's closely guarded, and he comes up with a bucket. Doncic has got 13.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Here's Rizachet. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on LeBron James.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Rizachet out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thank you. Good stuff. Young, the pass to Daniels. Clock at 6. Yep, that one goes. He's got 7.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Outside, Vanderbilt. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Vanderbilt's gotten his second bucket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Rizachet from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The kid passes to Doncic. Here's the kid. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Rizachet. Hawks trail by 14. Here's Daniels. Checked by James. Daniels misses.
That was a clever move to try to lose the defender in midair there, even if he didn't knock down the shot.
And the basket by Hachimura.
Yeah, Hachimura flexing on the inside now.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Outside Johnson. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu against Hachimura. High post Young. Give him 20. Good D by Doncic.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
And it's Hachimura missing. For Atlanta, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And
changes. Niang comes in for Johnson, and it's Trae Young in for Krejci. Los Angeles leading by 16. They've got Larry Nance. Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Young in at the point guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. Doncic, good.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
The Hawks have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Here's Levert. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, with him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
The three is up. And Los Angeles, another three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Atlanta's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Niang a screen. There's Young with the three, and it's connect with a rebound.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Pass to the kid. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 8 assists here tonight. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Young from long range. And Atlanta misses again. Now Los Angeles with it. Right now on a 9-0 run. Pass to connect. Back to Doncic. From deep. The kid's shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Man, Fred, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offense.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident.
Great win tonight, MP.
お疲れ様。
お疲れ様。おやすみなさい。